You built something from nothing, poured your time into it, your energy, your soul, watched it grow, watched it succeed, and then you destroyed it. Not accidentally. Not because life got in the way. You sabotaged it deliberately, systematically. I've watched humans do this for thousands of years, and the pattern never changes. Build something valuable, get exactly what you wanted, then burn it to the ground. I am Zeus, and if the rest one thing I've learned watching your species, it is this. You more afraid of success than failure. You're the arsonist, blaming the fire. So, let me show you how you do it. Every time something works, you find a way to break it. Not immediately, because that would be too obvious. But you wait until it's perfect, until there's no excuse left. Then you strike the relationship that finally feels safe. You pick a fight over nothing and start finding flaws that weren't there yesterday. The business that's finally profitable. You stop doing what made it work and chase a new idea. The friendship that actually understands you. You'll ghost them and let it die slowly while pretending you're just busy. Standing ovation for the consistency. You've done this how many times? Now? 3, 5, 10. You stopped counting, didn't you? Because if you counted, you'd have to see the pattern. And seeing the pattern means admitting it's not them, not the timing, not bad luck. It's you choosing destruction every single time. You tell yourself it was unright, or I outgrew it, or I deserve better. Beautiful excuses, but shame, they all lies. The truth, it was working, and that terrified you. Success means exposure, accountability, expectations. All the things you've been avoiding your entire life while calling it finding yourself. Adorable. No more excuses. No more potential hiding in the future. No more I could be great, if only. Because now you are, and everyone can see it. That's the nightmare. Not failure, but success. Because failure protects you and means you're still on the journey. Success means you've become, and what if who you've become isn't enough? So you sabotage. You create chaos. You manufacture problems because chaos is safe. Chaos means you're still in motion. Success means standing still, and standing still means people can actually see who you are. Success reveals whether you're actually capable of handling what you said you wanted, while failure lets you keep the fantasy. Success kills the story and forces you to live the reality, and you'd rather destroy the reality than lose the story. Quite the performance. There's always a moment, a specific moment, when you decide to burn it down. The business finally turns profitable. You're not stressed anymore. Bills are paid. And in that exact moment, you feel nothing. No fireworks, no transformation. Just you, still you, with money now. Same insecurities, same fears. Just successful now. That is, the moment when you realize success doesn't fix you, and if success doesn't fix you, then what will? So you sabotage it, because if you destroy it before it destroys your hope, at least you're in control. At least you can say it wasn't enough, instead of, I'm not enough. The relationship feels too easy with no drama, no chase, just steady, stable, safe. And safety feels like death to someone addicted to chaos, so you create the chaos. Push them away, test them, break them, until they finally leave, and you get to say, see, I knew they'd abandon me, instead of admitting you orchestrated the abandonment. Genius strategy really destroy what you built, so you never have to admit it worked, and you still felt empty. And you know exactly what I'm talking about, don't you? You can see the moment, the specific day. Comment below, what's the last thing you built and destroyed, and what excuse did you use? I already know the real reason, but you need to admit it out loud. Most won't comment because it's too honest, too close. Success requires consistency, requires showing up day after day with no drama, no chaos, just execution. All the things you've been calling boring to avoid admitting you're terrified of them. And you're allergic to consistency. Not because you're creative, but because consistency means accountability, means people can measure you, means you can't hide behind. I'm still figuring it out. Success is a spotlight, and you've spent your whole life in the shadows, comfortable in the darkness, calling it staying authentic. Quite the strategy. Success drags you into the light and forces you to stand there, exposed, visible, accountable. What if you're not as capable as you claimed? What if you got lucky? What if this is your peak and it's not even that impressive? Better to destroy it yourself. Better to quit while you're ahead. Better to walk away calling it a choice. The imposter syndrome you keep talking about, that's not a syndrome. That's awareness. You are an imposter. Not because you're not capable, but because you refuse to become the person your success requires you to be. You're not destroying success. You're protecting something more valuable. Your identity as someone who's building, someone who's on the journey. Success means the journey's over and you arrived. Now you have to live there in the destination without the comfort of, I'm working on it. So you leave, you quit, you sabotage, and you get to start over. Get to be building again. Get to have potential again. Because the future is safe, the future can be anything. The present is just what it is. Here's what you're really afraid of. Not that success will make you happy, because you already know it will, but that success will prove nothing will make you happy. That the problem isn't circumstances, but your void, your fundamental dissatisfaction. As long as you're rebuilding, you can blame the lack. But success removes the obstacles, and then what do you blame? Let me guess, you already have 3 reasons why this doesn't apply to you. Impressive mental gymnastics. If you're still watching, you're finally seeing it. The pattern, the sabotage. Subscribe if you want more truth that makes you uncomfortable, because most people will close this video right now, but Yuri's still here. Cute. You think next time will be different. Next business. Next relationship. Next goal. Next time you'll appreciate it. Adorable. Next time will be exactly the same. You'll build it, watch it work, feel nothing, and torch it again. But this time with a better story. A more sophisticated excuse. Impressive evolution of the same pattern. Because the problem isn't what you build, it's who's building it. You. The person who's more comfortable destroying than maintaining. You don't actually want success. You want the pursuit of success. The chase. The struggle. Because the struggle gives you purpose while success takes all that away and leaves you standing there with nothing to chase anymore. And standing still feels like dying, so you burn it down and start running again. The cycle never ends unless you end it, unless you admit what you're doing, unless you face the void success exposes. But you won't, because most of you won't, because that requires being satisfied with enough. You have 2 options. Option 1, keep the cycle, keep building, keep destroying, keep starting over. Live your entire life in pursuit and die never having arrived. That's not a life. That's a treadmill with better marketing. Or option 2, break the cycle, build something, let it work. Feel the emptiness it doesn't fill and sit with that emptiness. Learn that success isn't supposed to fix you but reveal you. This means giving up the story, the potential, that fantasy you've been nursing for years, like it's a retirement plan, because you are great right now and it has still not enough to fill the void, because the void is in there to be filled. It's there to teach you that wholeness doesn't come from addition but from acceptance. Breaking the cycle means maintenance, showing up to something that's working day after day without the high of building from scratch. And you hate it because you're addicted to the dopamine of starting while stability feels like stagnation. But here's what stability actually is. Freedom. Freedom from the chaos you keep creating. Freedom from destroying what you built. This is the hardest thing you'll ever do. Harder than building. Staying. Being consistent. Most people can't do it because most people need the chaos. It's what gives them identity as the builder, never the one who's arrived. You wanted me to tell you why you keep destroying what you build, and now you know. Not because it wasn't good enough, but because success exposes that arrival doesn't fix departure. You're not protecting your success. You're protecting your excuses, your potential, your comfortable story. But you won't break it. You'll watch this video, not along. Feel exposed for exactly 13 minutes. Then go right back to building the next thing you'll destroy, because I've seen this pattern a million times. I'll keep watching because I've got eternity, and most of you will keep building and destroying. Keep chasing and running. Or you could break the cycle. Build something, let it work. Sit with the emptiness it doesn't fill. Learn that enough is a decision, not a destination. Stay. Maintain. Actually enjoy what you created. Prove me wrong. Next time I reveal why smart people sabotage money, why intelligence becomes the perfect excuse for financial failure. See you then, if you're ready to stop running.